Hi, welcome to Career Track Coaching Minute. My name's Jim Frisch, where we help young adults find meaningful careers through a coaching process. And once a month, we bring, we get insights from highly successful business individuals, as well as young adults that have just graduated from college. And we ask them a couple of questions. And today, we're lucky to have my friend Bryce, who was actually a Career Track Coaching client at one point. And welcome, Bryce.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a while. Actually, we were just talking. It's been 6 months since we last spoke. And anyway, so Bryce is a sales representative for Avenue Logistics. And essentially what they are is a logistics broker. And what they do is they look for companies that have got excess freight, and they match them up with freight companies that are empty, that they find that have semi trucks that are empty, and they match them up together to, be efficient and get the loads across the country. And essentially, what Bryce is doing right now is, because he's been with the company organization for 6 months, he's being mentored with the ultimate goal of being on his own sometime soon. So that's a little bit about Bryce. And Bryce, so how's it going so far in the first 6 months?
Yeah, it's going really well. Like you said, I'm still in a mentorship program, so I've been learning a lot, learning a lot about how the day-to-day works at the job, learning a lot about the transportation industry in general. Yeah, I've met a lot of great people, great location in River North. Yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah, and it sounds like, as you mentioned, they have a really good culture. So it sounds like a really good fit for your job here. So congrats on that. And as I mentioned, there's just a few questions we're going to ask. The first one would be, what advice would you give somebody who's just graduating, going into the workforce, if there's maybe one piece of advice?
I would honestly say that most people are more ready than they think they are. I know it's like depending on what you want to do, if you don't know what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
super daunting to have like your whole life made on one decision. But in reality, there are a lot of places hiring, and there are a lot of places that need workers. And yeah, it's just there's a lot of opportunity out there, and you'll never know if you don't try. So it's much easier than you think.
Okay. And can you think of one thing that, when you said it's not as scary as you think, can you think of like an activity or something that you've done in the past when you were going through the process, that you just gave it a try and it worked out and you gained your confidence? Or can you think of
Yeah,
something?
yeah, absolutely. Even something as easy as like just pressing apply, like to submit a resume through an
Mm-hmm.
online portal. Like I was definitely nervous to do that for the first time. And then once you do it, you can really just apply, 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 and it gets easier as you go. Or creating a resume, getting it drafted by people, like that kind of stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you ask, people will help you. And
Awesome.
yeah.
Yep. Good. Yeah. And as we talked about too, and you did a great job of, networking, and so forth. So thanks for that. And then the other question we had is, we've always talked about habits are so important. Can you think of maybe one habit that's helped you with your success so far?
Yeah, I definitely think getting to bed pretty early really helps. I used to go to bed like 11:30, 12, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, the more you cut out stuff like phones and I don't know, it makes you way more ready for the day, and you can be accountable and you can take care of everything you need to take care of much easier without, being too tired. So I think getting to bed early really helpful.
Yeah. One of the things you talked about too is holding yourself accountable and so forth in different aspects of your life. And how do you go, going to sleep early is I think huge, because if you have a long day, like you had mentioned too, you have a really long commute
Right.
and so forth. Is there anything that you do to, hold yourself accountable?
I mean, I definitely am much more up to date with texts, phone calls,
Hmm.
emails, anybody, even like mail, just like stuff that you can easily just throw away and wait for people to reach back out to you. Definitely just holding myself accountable and yeah, just trying to be around for everyone that needs me at all times. And
Yeah.
people definitely appreciate it, and you get more back from them too. So.
Yeah. Is that when you're on the job too with, with your current job, is, holding yourself accountable? Is there any, I'm just curious, is there any processes that they have to ensure that, again, you're doing all the right activities?
Yeah, there are definitely people monitoring the computers and what kind of emails we send out, how many emails we open, phone calls, stuff like that. So yeah, you definitely have to be accountable at all times.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Have a great Thanksgiving. And until next time, everyone, it's Jim Frisch with Career Track Coaching. Thanks.